Hello everyone, my name is Neus and I'm also known as Miss Mesa in social media. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to do some brush calligraphy using the calligraph pens. Before we start, I invite you to watch my video how to use brush pens for modern calligraphy and lettering for beginners on the Archer and Olive channel. In this video, I explain how to use the brush pen correctly and the first strokes that I recommend practicing to master the art of calligraphy with brush pen, or what is also known as hand lettering. Once you have practiced all these strokes and can do them with a little confidence, let's put them together to form the letters. Very quickly, I show you how. For example, the letter A is a kind of oval, a little straighter at the end, along with a descending stroke that goes up in a little bit of a curve, or an unfinished standard turn if you prefer to look at it that way. If we join an ascending loop with another oval, we get a letter B. You can also use a descender stroke instead of an ascender loop, but I like this one. The letter D is like the A, but with a higher descender, or a loop like this one. And so the rest of the letters. But better if we see the whole alphabet, so you have it as a guide, right? As I said, the letter A is formed with an oval and a downstroke with a small curve, something like an unfinished standard turn. The B, we can start it with a downstroke or with an ascender loop like this and complete it with an oval. The letter C is the easiest. It is made with an unfinished oval, like this one. Let's go with the D. It starts with an oval that we can complete either with a downstroke ending in a curve or with an ascender loop, as in the previous example. The letter E we have already practiced in drills, starting with a loop and ending in a half oval. The F can be done in many ways. One of the most complete and one of my favorites is to join an ascender loop with a descender loop like this. We could also make a third loop to go out, if you want it to be fancier. In the letter G, we join an oval with a descender loop like this one. Don't forget that you can always make corrections if you need to. The H is very similar to the letter B, but with an overturn instead of an oval. The letter I is very simple, a descending stroke that we can end in a curve and then a dot. The J has an ascending stroke at the beginning, together with a descending loop and a dot. The letter K consists of a first stroke that can be a simple descender or an ascender loop, together with an ascending stroke and a half overturn that can end in a curve. The L is formed by an ascending loop, although it could also be only a descending stroke, and we end it in a curve to join with the next letter. The letter M is formed by a descending stroke together with two overturns. The N has only a descending stroke and an overturn. For the letter O, we only have to draw an oval, although we can complete it with a loop if we want to. The P is formed by a descending stroke together with an oval or an overturn. The letter Q is the same but in reverse order, an oval and a downward stroke. The R is formed by an ascending stroke, a small loop, and a descending stroke. The letter S is a little different. We make an ascending stroke, a small loop that we can omit but always marking a little bit the curve, and we go down making a kind of an oval. The letter T is formed by a descending stroke crossed by a horizontal line, like this one. The letter U is simply an underturn that we complete with a descending stroke ending in a curve to join with the next letter. We get the V by joining an underturn with a small loop of exit. For the W, we join an underturn together with a second underturn exiting in a loop, as in the V. The X is formed by a diagonal downstroke crossed by a diagonal upstroke. The letter Y is made by joining an underturn with a descending loop. And finally, the Z is a horizontal stroke together with a diagonal descending and another horizontal stroke, which we can curve a little. If we want, we can add a small horizontal stroke in the middle. We have our complete alphabet, so we can create words, sentences, and compositions. Thank you for joining me in this video. I hope you find it helpful and that it encourages you to practice a lot of hand lettering and calligraphy. For me, it's a wonderful way to relax and express myself. I hope it will be for you as well. If you post your practices, you can tag Archer and Olive and me so we can see it. We would love to. See you in the next video.